In five, four,
Shut up.
three.
Okay.
Hilarious.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Beyond the Horizons, episode 18. I mean, there was a lot of talk about not only what happened this weekend, but what happened tonight. After the main event, which unfortunately ended in a DQ, we are definitely going to have to see Amber Raid and Pain go at it once again at some point in the future, but many people right now are really confused on what the hell happened between Alexander Storm and Pain. We're going to get some more answers at some point, but for right now, I am joined alongside two men that will be a part of the same Payday ladder match for the green case next Sunday night. Psycho G and Sean Parker. Both of you guys are going to be a part of the same Payday ladder match, and you can win one of 4 different prizes. We don't know what it's going to be for. You don't know what you're competing for. All you know, the only thing that you know is the case itself. How do you guys feel about that? Not knowing what reward you'll be getting. Either one of you can start out. It doesn't matter.
It just adds to the mystique of what we're going to be fighting for. Pretty much. Honestly, I don't really care what I get. If I'm going to get something good, I'm getting something good. That's the end of the story.
Well, Sean, if obviously you did say you don't care what's in it, it's a reward regardless.
Captain, we are being hosted.
Now, just to kind of see where your head is at in a way, what reward do you think is in there? Do you think it's the non-title match for Catch Point? Do you think it's the tag title shot? Do you think it's the High Speed or Titans title shot? Or do you even think it's for the Ace of Axis title?
Some people do keep their aspirations for the Ace of Axis championship shot. I want either the High Speed title or the Titans championship.
So you want to have that case for which contains either one of those title shots. But you got to know, if you do win and it does happen to be for the High Speed title or the Titans title, you can only choose one. You can only choose to cash in on one of those championships. You can't cash in on both.
Of course.
Well, Psycho G, how do you feel about that? Like, if it is, would you want it to be for the High Speed or Titans title, or do you want it to be for one of the other rewards?
I'll keep it a buck. If it's for the fucking match, I'm burning the case. Live on TV, I'm burning the fucking case. There will be no green case. There will be no G case if I get that fucking match. Same can be said for the tag. Those awards, if I'm being completely honest, I don't have any intentions of going to go find a JJ randomly backstage and go win the fucking tag titles. I know I can do that. I know I fucking can. You know I fucking can. I don't fucking care about booking myself in a match when I could come on here, talk my shit, and get myself booked on every damn show. So please. So that case is fucking meaningless. At the end of the day, there's literally only 2 cases that matter, and that is the High Speed or the High Speed Titans briefcase. That's what I want to fucking call it, because fuck you.
I mean,
or the one that lets me choke out Rob Kamen whatever I so see fit. That's the one I want. I want that one. And I'm going to tell Rob right now, you can unmute if you want, motherfucker. If I win, and it just so happens to be the Ace of Axis championship, let alone if it's the High Speed, I am cashing in on September 14th in the main event. 2 days later. Why 2 days later? Because I love my fucking birthday, and I need to whip ass on said birthday. So, is there anything else, or can I just threaten to choke out Sean Parker again?
Well, I actually do think Rob is here if he does want to talk. He is scheduled for
If he
later,
wants
but,
to, he
I
can
mean,
go
you
ahead and
did-
say, like,
you did call
gee,
for him.
like, I'm still upset. Okay. Oh, creepy little maniacal laugh. Okay. What's up? Why are you laughing?
You're funny,
Oh,
G.
my.
You're really funny. You're really funny. You're gonna choke me out.
Oh.
Is that what you just said?
You did
You're gonna
to
choke
me.
me out.
Yeah. Is that a problem with you?
No.
No problem. No problem.
I mean, if you do that thing, I mean, I kind of would think it would be a problem with you, but if you're into it, I mean, I think we can deal with that, like, not now or in a ring, but we kind of need to go somewhere else.
No. What I find comical is you actually think you're gonna beat me this time.
Pretty positive.
You couldn't even beat me in our debut at the New Frontier. What makes this time
And
be
you
any different?
barely beat me at New Frontier, so what even makes you this confident you can do anything? You're barely retaining at all. You barely beat Angel's fucking... You barely beat my fucking uncle! What? What?
Ooh.
The fact remains, G. I beat them all. Whether it was
Whoa.
barely or if I dominated, a win is a win.
That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. Well, maybe this time you won't turn on the show. Maybe this time. Who knows? Maybe you'll hope people actually give a fuck about you. But I'd prefer you stop pretending to be this nice shithead that you are, supposedly. And I'd rather you be the little bitch that can go to sleep. Are you done? Because I'm done, and I want to move on to the guy who's actually in the match, and not you, right now.
First
Is that
of all,
okay?
you
Or you
called
just
me
gonna
out,
keep
bro.
talking? I did. I wanted
You
to hear
called
your
me
thing,
out,
and you
so
said
you
it,
got-
and I
You
told
my
you to leave.
attention. No. You got my attention, so do something that's worth my attention. How about you show me that you're going to win this time?
Show you? Okay,
Show me.
Frost.
You say
Whoever.
I barely beat
Mark.
you, but I still...
No. You're gonna listen. What have I done since I came back here? What have I not done since
Besides
I have
piss,
been
moan, and
simply
complain?
reinstated? What?
Besides
Repeat
piss,
that?
moan, and complain and take out Don Frost?
Oh
Those are
no,
the only
besides
notable
that,
things you've ever
that's a
done.
good time, I heard Rage is back, it's good. I'll deal with that later. But, no, what is the one thing I haven't done, Rob? And you said it on comm yourself! I have not lost since I came back. Purge night, I won. I choked out Sean Parker, I've choked out
Mhm.
fucking Flesh and Blood. I've choked out Wicked J. I am 4-0 since coming back to in-ring activity. Rob, I back up what the fuck I say, and you know this.
Yeah, I know this, but you're forgetting one thing. I'm not them. Say what you want about me. I'm not them. I'm not gonna let
Yeah, you're
let
right.
you-
You're that guy
I'm
who
not
was
just gonna
trained
let
by
you
me in
show-
Enigma
Whoa,
Soul.
whoa,
You're
whoa,
right.
whoa,
You're
whoa,
that
whoa.
guy.
First of all, you need to calm down before you pop a blood vessel. All right?
Oh, no, I'm
Secondly-
perfectly calm right now. Like, again, you wanted
Dude,
me to come at you, so I'm coming at you. I wanted to hear your response, and you did, and now you want me to keep going, so I'm gonna keep fucking going.
All right, well, let's calm down. Let's just try and move things back on topic.
Can I go through Sean Parker now or no? Can I go talk to him now?
I was
Because,
okay.
like,
Just relax. Just relax. I was
Can I
about
please
to
go,
get to that.
Travis? Because if I say anything more to her,
Yeah,
more to this
I mean-
dude.
Yeah, you're fine, Rob. We'll see you later on tonight.
thank you, Travis.
We
I'll
got a
see you
big
later.
main event to talk about with you. That'll be later on. But back to right now, of course. You got all these different cases. You got the red case, you got the yellow case, you got the blue case. You two are competing for the green case, but you also got to remember, you two will not be the only ones in that matchup. So, how are both of you preparing for this opportunity?
I'm taking all in that I've had for the last few weeks, and I've just, yeah. And as a matter of fact, I'd like to point out one individual in this match I'm with. Kyle Young.
Oh.
Let me tell you something right now, okay? In a company we're partners with, I kicked your ass. And when I tell you before payday, I want to get my hands on you.
Oh.
If you don't,
Oh.
and if I don't, I wish for you to be hit by a car so that
Wow.
do not have to deal with you in this match.
Damn.
Oh.
Kyle Young,
Myron. That's kind of violent.
Kyle Young
Yeah, you're
is a
definitely one to say
man.
that, G.
Yeah,
Kyle
I know,
Young,
right? I wouldn't run somebody
Okay,
over a fucking car.
Okay, but back to what you were saying, Sean. Sorry about that.
Kyle Young is a man who was a coward,
Oh.
who should not even be here in the first place. You see, he is too clean for me. He should know where his spot is. I've learned where mine is, and now he should learn his. I've beat him somewhere else, and I wish to beat him here. I will make him fall to filth whether he likes it or he does not. If I have to, I will find him myself, and I will drag him to the ring in the middle of any show, and I will make him fall to filth. He needs to learn his place, and that place is beneath my boot.
Damn.
Well,
Very
G,
violent.
do you have any response
Damn.
or possibly any last words?
I don't know what he said. I assume he didn't say anything about me because he's still fixated on that ass beating Kyle gave him a few weeks back that kind of set him off the path of not winning the Titans championship. I kind of figured you'd be going after the guy that's called out your bullshit and choked you out, but you go after him because you beat him in another company. This is Axis. Not some other fucking company. It's like, oh, hey, I want to beat this guy here because I beat him in another. Fuck you. Fuck you, bud. Because let me tell you what's going to happen word for word, bar for bar, verse for verse. It's a fucking ladder match. Because we could both sit here and be like, oh, I'm going to climb a ladder and fucking win. It's a fucking ladder match. I can't sit here and fucking guarantee a win. You can't sit here and fucking guarantee a win. Kyle can't, and the fourth dumbass can't either. Nobody can. It is an unpredictable environment. Wait a minute, I actually can, because I've won this. At a company not so long ago known as Atlas. I won this. I know what it takes to get this match done. I know how to win this match. And for the second time in my fucking career, I will hold the G case above my fucking head. And you laugh. You laugh right now. You laugh. Sean, the last time you laughed, I put you to sleep. Do we need to do this again? Because I'm not busy next week.
We can. We can.
Cool. Cool.
Mhm.
Marks, there you go. I'll
Well,
see Sean Parker next week when I leave his lifeless body in the middle of the ring.
Well, we'll have to see what management says about that. But before we move on to our next guest, do either of you have any final words for each other or Kyle Young or Jacob Wells?
You suck butt, Parker. Kyle, your kid
Kiss my
sucks
ass,
butt.
dude.
I'm not done. I can't remember who Jacob Wells is for the life of me. Can't. Wasn't he known as Joe Blade? Hold on.
No, Jacob
Or
Wells.
am I thinking?
No,
Okay.
Wells and Blade are two different people.
Okay, I
They
kind of
faced
thought.
off against
Okay.
each other.
Oh, that's wild. Well, hi. How are you? My name's G. Some people call me Gerald. Have a good day. I don't really know. Y'all have a good day. Peace.
And for me, I'm gonna climb that ladder. Everyone's gonna be down. Unhook that briefcase. It will become the filthiest briefcase in the world. And I hope Kyle Young gets hit by a car. Goodbye.
Well,
that is very
um,
unsanitary.
well, ladies and gentlemen, moving on. For those of you who saw Purge Night, who saw the opening matchup, you'll know that my next guest was a part of that, and unfortunately ended up coming short and losing the Titans Championship. And I wanted to bring him on right now to see what is next for him. Please welcome the workhorse, Jeremy Barmore. But actually, before we talk about Purge Night, I need to ask about your partner that you chose at Lights Out, a man that you're very familiar with in tag team competition, one half of the Cousins of Chaos, Sean Kinney. You seemed very happy about when I told you that you got to choose your own partner.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's more than just somebody that I know very well in tag team in the wrestling business. We're talking about life here. Like, you gotta remember, we're 6 years apart. John's 24. I'm 30 years old. I've been a part of his life since the day he came out. Grew up together. We've had every single up and down, good time, bad time, successes, failures. We went through them together. So the fact that we're able to once again have this moment, and me being there in his first night in Axis is awesome. I've never seen him more excited. Sean's usually a quiet dude. Normally he is. And the fact that I saw him smiling before I even came out there is just wild to me. So, to share that moment with him, it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm so happy that he's here, and he's happy to be here.
I mean, especially based on a team that you have had issues with in the past. I mean, you were unsuccessful against them, unfortunately, but I could tell it was still a very big moment for you guys to be able to reunite after so long and being able to do it here at Axis. But obviously, Saturday was not your only unlucky day. There was also Purge Night, where you walked in as a two-time Titans champion, but we ended up getting a different two-time Titans champion in Tristan Silva. How are you feeling about that? Seems like every time you're in a match with him, he's been your kryptonite.
Oh, you're right. It has. I mean, I guess people say I haven't been putting it together lately, and it's funny because after that match, Sean comes over to me, sits beside me, and he sits here and said, "Dude, like, you did good, but he's off. Something is missing." It's taken me a while to figure out what that was, but in Sean's case, it's always something about edge, killer instinct. Keep in mind, I've won the Titans Championship twice, so it's not like I have a problem of putting somebody away. But oh no, he just keeps on thinking that something's off. And
well, I mean, if I'm able to put my own input on this, I don't feel like it's something that's off. I feel like it's just there's something that Silva has over you that you just haven't figured out yet. That's my take on it. That's just my opinion, though. I obviously can't speak for Silva or yourself. That's just how I view it. Is that there might just be something that he has over you that
I don't view it like that.
Yeah, you just can't figure it out just yet.
I must say that, to be honest with you, I don't view it like that, because let me make something very clear. I faced Tristan Silva hundreds and hundreds of times. The fact of the matter is, I've beaten him in the past. Now currently he's beaten me. Maybe that's just a reciprocation of everything that's going on. But the thing is, you gotta remember, I study everybody. I know everybody when it comes down to the ring. So the fact that you just sat there and told me that there's something that I haven't figured out, Because I know all about everybody. Sure, I mean, some things that I probably don't count on. But I mean, at least know that those aspects are there.
Yeah, and obviously I wasn't and obviously when I was saying that, I wasn't meaning that as an insult or anything like that. It's just what I thought of the situation. I wasn't trying to disrespect you in any way, and I apologize if I did.
Oh no, you good, man. You good. You know, it's just that I just need to be better prepared for the next time. And there will be a next time.
How about next week? We're gonna. I'm getting word from management right now. We'll learn about your opponents later on, but next week we're gonna be seeing the Cousins of Chaos in action again.
Okay. All right, cool. I want to say get back to work to what brought me to the dance. What brought me and Sean to the dance. Just go ahead and do it. I can't wait to figure out who the team is going to be, though.
Well, I don't know just yet, but when we do, we're going to find out at some point this week before next Tuesday night. But we are going to see you guys in action next Tuesday against whatever team it may be. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. So, best of luck to you, man. But obviously, before we send you off, is there any final words?
You know what? Not at the moment, but I also just want to point something out when it comes down to me and Sean and, you know, this whole thing with Axis now. Like, we are more than happy to continue to team up and do our thing the only way that we know how. But at the same time, I just want to make sure that this is known, and this might be a little scary for people to think of. Lately, I've been doing my thing. You know, holding singles goal here in this company and any other company that is, you know, fortunate enough to give me the opportunity. And lately, Sean wants the same. We'll point this out. At this current point in time, even though I almost see the Titans Championship almost as my baby. I mean, I was the one that put it out there for the world to see.
And
but
we're the one that pretty much established it.
Exactly. But let's just say, for Tristan's sake, it might not be me that he needs to worry about when it pertains to the Titans Championship. Me, honestly, I want the EWTV title.
Oh. Well, I mean, there's a lot.
That's just an honest thing for me.
I mean, there's been a lot of men that have been wanting to go for that championship, and I'm sure at some point.
In fact, if you remember, I was one of the first few that fought for it, like in the very beginning.
Oh yeah, and it's been.
Remember, I had long black hair. You had to remember that.
Yeah, and it's been a very, very long journey for you. I mean, maybe at some point we will get to see you hold that EWTV title, but whenever you get your shot,
hopefully soon.
Whenever you get your shot, man, I'm just wishing you the best of luck.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
And for Sean, I think what you said made his intentions very, very clear. And hey, maybe at some point we'll see the Cousins of Chaos also go for the tag team titles. Who knows? But thank you for your time, Barmore.
Oh, that's a definite. There is no doubt about that. That is a definite. You will see us going for the tag team titles.
Yeah, it's just
you will see us winning the tag team championships.
Oh yeah, it's just a matter of when. But
exactly.
But thank you for your time, Barmore. And ladies and gentlemen, moving on to a very interesting development that had happened this weekend. Saturday night, we saw CG and Zach Sanchez win the final spot at Catch Point for the tag team title ladder match. It is now going to be the Race, the House, Project Vigilance, and Taiji 2 But after the matchup is what it's what kept everybody talking all weekend long, with the return of Eddie Reed and Sven Barros, better known as Blood Money Inc. And right now, I got CG and Zach Sanchez with me. Guys, first off to Zach, congratulations on retaining the championship, the high-speed title, still around your waist. But again, everybody is talking about the assault from Blood Money Inc. to you guys. How are you feeling at the moment?
First of all, well, for one, I still feel like shit after that whole thing that went down. But, you know, you already know that I go through the pain and somehow I still manage. CG, I'm pretty sure he's doing all right. I'm pretty sure he's pissed off at the fact that what the hell happened after the match, especially after a hard-fought victory that we were trying to get for ourselves.
Yes, it is.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
no, you can go ahead if you're gonna keep on talking. You're good.
So, I just find it funny after all that bullshit that was going on, and to soften me up for the main event, you know, of course, I know how Eddie is. I fought Eddie before. He's a tough dude. Sven, I really never, to be honest with you, I don't even know how he is. I never went in the ring with him. But I know for a fact that this type of shit, this type of stunt that they did ain't just going to be passing by just like that. Because if me and CG need to kick both their asses to teach them a lesson, this is what we're going to do.
Well, I'm sure you and CG are wanting answers. We're wanting answers. And luckily, we do have Eddie Reed with us. Eddie, what happened this weekend? Like, what was all that about? Why is Blood Money Inc. here? And probably just to try and settle things and get this out of the way, was this because of Jay Mamba? If Eddie's there.
Look,
Okay,
hold
there
on.
we go.
Check this out. It wasn't personal. All right, it was just business. Now, if Mamba has something to do with it, I don't know. I mean, let's table that for right now. But I needed to teach y'all a lesson. Blood Money Inc. is here to stay. And, I had to show weakness in the tag team division. See, here's the problem. Zach, CG, y'all shouldn't even be together. You know what I'm saying? I believe, CG, you should be with us. You should come with the Blood Money Inc. We can show you the way to be a champion. Being with Zach, come on, man. He's going to drag you down. It's not personal. All right, Zach, it's not personal. I love you to death, but I'm just saying you're just going to drag that man down, and he should be with us. Now, CG, we could pay you more. I'm just saying. I got the finances that you like, yo. Just come step over here, and I guarantee you'll be a champion sooner than you think.
The fact that you have just said that, the words that you spewed out of your mouth, are just complete bullshit. Here's the thing. Me and Zach, despite formerly being enemies, we are the best of friends. And the fact that you, using your type of assets, persuade myself to just instantly go away, no, that ain't working. You wanting to just waltzing, make a name in the division, and then just stick your claim for tag team titles. It's just a pity of your actions. of you was last. Because one thing that stands out with you is that you got the ass. Nah, I'm not interested in that ass. I'm not actually take it. Now Zach, like, together, oh, oh, we are one of the most dominant tag teams.
CG, sorry to interrupt. We could barely hear you right now.
That's fine. Don't you know? I
Yeah,
got
well-
some bits and pieces. What do you hear?
Yeah,
From what you heard.
While we get CG's mic fixed, do you have anything to say about that, Zach?
Yeah, because it's funny that you said that, Eddie. You said you love me, which, by the way, I gotta say, if you did, man, you're gonna tell CG that I'm dragging him down? Are you serious? If
See, look,
anything, when me and CG went 1-on-1 against each other, what happened every time? We always put on a damn good show. And now that we're finally partnering up and deciding that we should have been allies from the get-go, we're looking like we're doing well for ourselves. But in the fact that you say that it's not personal, I take that personal. Because never in my whole damn career, I've never let anybody down. Never have I ever said I beg for anybody's help. And you
look,
want to say that it's just for the money? No. I go out there every damn night. No matter where I am, I go in that ring. I put everything on the line. I'm passionate about this. Money has never been a thing for me. It's always about wrestling. It's always fighting for the fans. But you that think about the money, people like you are just nothing but scum.
see, let me tell you something. Doing it for the fans. See, that's why y'all broke. Do it for the fans. What the fans ever did for us? See, I do it for the 1%ers. They the ones who are the forgotten ones. They the one who suffers. The 1%ers, the Fortune 500s. They need a hero. The common fans? Come on. Let me tell you something. How about this? How about I will give you money if you just let CG come over to us? I'm just saying. That will help you out. You know, you maybe pay some bills here and there. I don't know. But I'm just saying. Stop taking it personal. Think logically, and you'll see my way. That's all. That's all
Your
I'm saying.
way of seeing things have been nothing but looking at a damn brick wall. And you can get that money off my fucking face before I throw that shit in the garbage can right there.
And see, and that's why poor people don't think right. I don't understand. Look, I'm trying to offer y'all some serious cash. Forget the fans, man. The fans, like I said, the fans haven't did nothing for you. Forget them. They not even worth it. That's why I'm rich, because I don't care about them. I'm just all about the dollar bills, yo.
It's all about the dollar
dollar
bills, huh?
bills.
It's
All the
all
bottom
about.
line. The bottom line is all about that money.
See,
You
this
know,
is what you don't understand. Let me tell you a story, Eddie. Let me go ahead and tell you. Once a kid, who was me, born in South Philadelphia, always had a hard time, growing up because every damn day he had to do whatever it takes to be sure there was food on his damn plate. And for a fact that you want to mention poor people, let me tell you, at least from where I started, from the poor, I knew how to become a fighter. I knew for a fact that I needed to do whatever it took to survive. I, for a fact, know that I had to humble myself and get a dream that I've always wanted, because why? I wanted to be happy for me and my damn family. And the fact of the matter that you say that poor people don't think, let me tell you, motherfucker, you don't know what I think. Just because you get money, just because you think that you get money in this fame makes you're the shit. No, bitch. Just because you had a silver spoon in the mouth doesn't mean that you know what it's like for us to think. So try again, because I know for a fact, me and CG, we were looking for a fight. I didn't care if my match was happening this past weekend. I was looking for you, and I was going to try to put you down. Hell, I don't care when. Next week, payday, doesn't matter. Me and CG versus you and Savin.
Well, actually, if I could be able to announce something, because that match actually is going to be happening at Payday, but I was told that there was a very interesting stipulation behind it. Management said that they will have the match happen. They will make the match happen for your spot at Catch Point. So the winning team will be the fourth team in that tag team ladder match at Catch Point.
What do you think, CG?
Now, on one hand, we're getting what we want. We're getting a fight with Savan and not Mr. Cash, but Mr. Coward here, Eddie Reed. But on the other hand, we do have our spots at risk. So there are pros and cons to the match here. But one thing is for certain, I promise you, me and Zach will fight to our very last breath to ensure that Eddie Reed and Savan will not walk out of Payday with those tag team spots that we rightfully earned.
I think you got your answer.
Well,
We fucking accept.
Well,
Oh, and
Eddie, what do you think?
It's just like clockwork, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna win this. My partner Savan gonna back me up. We gonna come on top, just like it was destined to be. And it was like I said, it's not personal. You know, it's not personal. It's just business, y'all. Y'all taking it too personal. It's only business. That's all it is. Especially for me and Savan, it's only business, yo. And that's how it's gonna be, yo. When we take your spot, y'all are going to see the error in your ways by making this poor decision and not taking this money. Like, how do you think the management came up with this idea? Money talks.
Well, while you're leaving, just know that when the match does happen, just know your blood is the only thing that's going to be on money.
Don't mind bleeding, baby. Blood Money Inc. forever.
Too bad they're going to go extinct.
Well, CG, Zach, before we send you guys off, do either of you have any last words?
Looking to knock this motherfucker out.
No.
Yeah. What Zach said.
Well, best of luck to you guys next Sunday night. Eddie, any last words?
Right.
Any last words from you?
Oh man, baby, we gonna come out there and do our thing as always for the 1%ers and the Fortune 500 members, cause they the one that only matters.
Well, guys, thank you very much, and Up next, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to welcome a man who unfortunately was eliminated in the Ace of Axis #1 Contenders Chamber, and I'm bringing him on to find out what is next for him. Please welcome Chase Adkins. And Chase, obviously, you did try your best in that chamber, but fell short. What's going through your mind right now, and what's next?
What's next and what's going through my mind? It's hard to say at times. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed in myself for kind of my performance. I felt I could have done better. I know I did really good, I know I could have done just a bit more. I did get one elimination, and that was on Chandler Finch, but then after that, kind of felt like everything was falling apart. Next thing you know, Fidel caught me. He locked me in his submission. I lasted a good while, but
It caught up to you.
yeah.
It can't stay in there for too long. You did try to get out, but
Fidel is known as a submission specialist. He has shown that. There's nothing but praise there for his submission skill.
You still did hold out as long as you can, but
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
Big congrats to Gustav, though. 1 second.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Well, I'm not sure how long. I'm not sure how long Chase is going to be out for. We'll get back to him, but I did want to bring on a man who was unfortunately eliminated first in the Titans chamber. Please welcome, but he did put on an amazing performance against Stalker tonight. So please welcome the Second City Soldier, Kyle Young. And Kyle, obviously, you were unsuccessful at the Purge night. You had an amazing match with Stalker, but now it's payday. Next Sunday night, you're fighting for the green case. You got Sean Parker, you got Psycho G, and you got Jacob Wells. How are you feeling at the moment?
Well, let me divert your attention back to a certain somebody that said I should get hit by a car. Yeah, I heard that. Let me point something out real quick to you, Sean, real quick. Since you want to bring up the fact that I failed in GTT to beat you, all I can sense is a bit of jealousy considering you failed to do the same here. You failed to pin me when the chips were down. There wasn't an opportunity for the Titans chamber on the line. You failed. All I gotta say is this. If I'm not the one to get the briefcase, I'm sure as hell making sure you don't. Because honestly, for a man that wants me to be not dealt with, more or less dealt with by a car, so he doesn't have to deal with me himself. Well, I'm gonna make sure that you don't get an opportunity that, quite frankly, you don't deserve. Sorry, Travis, I was holding that in for quite a bit since.
Oh no, you're fine. Well, while I have you, same question that I asked Sean as well as G. Obviously, you're competing for a reward that you do not know. All you know is that it's a green case, and it can contain one of 4 different prizes. You can win either a non-title match of your choosing at Catch Point. You get to book your own match. You can choose your own opponent. You could cash in for a tag team title shot. You could cash in for either the High Speed or Titans Championship, or you could cash in for the Ace of Axis Championship. If you win your ladder match, you will win one of those 4 prizes. Is there any of those prizes that you're hoping is in that green case?
It's not even a question as to which one I hope it's going to be. That's the Titans Championship, because honestly, that Titans Championship, that's so close to getting as close to getting into it when I got into the chamber match, but unfortunately I fell short. I just want to get another chance to get back, even if I don't. If I'm not seen as the next person in line, since, well, honestly, my performance in the Solitaire Confinement match was exactly star-making, unfortunately.
You did try your best, Elise, and the journey to get there, you still fought your heart out, and hopefully we see a lot more of that. Just like what we saw tonight, hopefully we get to see that Kyle Young at Payday.
Let's hope. I'm hoping for that briefcase, but if not, I'm making sure that the filthy one doesn't get it either.
Well, best of luck to you, Kyle. Before we head back to Chase, is there any final words?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, Chase Adkins, you're back.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It's fine. We got Kyle to stand in for you. But back to you.
Oh, yeah,
but back to you.
I was about to go to the second part of your question. What's next?
Yeah, what is next for Chase Adkins? You know, we got Payday. You're not scheduled for Payday, but we also got Catchpoint on the horizons. Is there do you feel like your opportunity to get on Catchpoint is running out?
It could feel that way since now the days are counting down to Catchpoint, and they're going to go by very, very quickly.
Yeah, we're only 4 weeks away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to count down very quickly now. but then you said it yourself. I'm not scheduled for Payday, which kind of did put a damper in my kind of plans, because if I was in one of those briefcase matches, I would be right here, probably say how I'll try to win and hope that I get an Ace of Axis, maybe contendership, or maybe I can get either the High Speed or Titans briefcase. But I wasn't selected to be in either of those briefcase matches, which is fine. Got so many other great people lined up, and like I said, Kyle's one of them. But what's next? It's kind of hard to say. I missed out on my chance to go after the Ace of Axis title for right now. I could be saying how I want to be next for the EWTV men's title, but I know that's tied up right now, so I'm gonna have to wait for that. But there is one thing I do just want to get out of the way. I'm right here gonna say this. I want to face Rob Kamen one-on-one non-title.
Oh.
Me and him exchanged one Beyond the Horizons, showing each other great respect, and talked about how we would love to fight each other. So I'm basically cashing in on that. So, but it's not for, like I said, not going to be for the Ace of Axis title. I didn't earn a shot at that title.
Of course.
Yeah.
And some people
But that
might see that as
doesn't have
unfair.
to stop. Yeah. I don't want to do that. I don't want to jump ahead
Yeah, of course.
when I
of course.
fail. But that's not. Since I didn't win at Purge Night, that shouldn't stop me from facing Rob just one-on-one non-title, be it on an episode of Unknown Horizons or maybe even Payday, or anytime I would want to step in the ring with Rob. I made that quite clear. That is what I wanted to do here in Axis, and I'm laying down the challenge to him. If he accepts, that's great. I'm really looking forward to our match, but if he already has plans set ahead, I can wait a little bit longer.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to hear a response from him later on tonight. Of course, he is also going to be preparing for Gustav Volts, so we'll be hearing more from him about that. But I'll definitely see if he has an answer.
Big congrats to Gustav, though, for winning that chamber.
Well, Chase, before we move on to our next person, is there any final words you have to say?
I'm not... Even though everything is not going according to plan, that's life. Nothing ever goes according to plan. I'm going to build myself back up. It's always what I do. It's what I instruct my proteges to do. Yes, things may not go your way. Things don't go as planned. You just got to get right back up and just keep moving forward. It may get hard. You want to quit, but you just got to surround yourself with people that will always have your back. And that's what I'm lucky to have. I have people that have my back, that keep me going. So hopefully later on I hear a response for Rob. But right now I'll be signing off.
Well, Chase, thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to move on to a man who had a stellar opening matchup tonight against Jacob
following.
Wells. 1 second. Daniel Bryan Ryan, thank you for the follow. But moving on to the man who had a stellar opening matchup tonight
Captain, we are being
was
hosted.
unsuccessful on Saturday night in trying to regain that high-speed championship. And now, obviously, he's looking towards the future. He is now in one of the Payday ladder matches. What many people are saying is probably the most stacked, which also means most challenging Payday ladder match. Obviously, for the red case, we got Jarek Lawson, we got Cody Storm, we got Stalker, and the man who is with me right now, iHeart, J Mamba. Mamba, first off, you were unsuccessful at Lights Out, but that's behind you now. Now we're looking towards the future. You are in Payday against what you've been saying that this is going to be one of the biggest ladder matches you've been a part of. One of the biggest matches that you've been a part of in Axis as a whole, with the amount of star power in this matchup against Jarek Lawson, against Cody Storm, against Stalker. Are you in any way, shape, or form nervous?
No. I honestly am not focused on winning that much because, of course, Cody Storm, Stalker, Jarek Lawson, they're the future of Axis. When I'm gone 5, 6, 7 years later, that's unrealistic because I'll probably be gone in a year, but I mean, they're the future, so I wouldn't be mad if I lost, but if I won, that's a great opportunity.
Mamba, come on. A lot of people have been saying you're the future, and you're trying to talk about other people being the future. Come on, dude.
I'm already the present.
Come on.
I'm already the president of Axis. I held the high-speed title for how long? Like 150-something days.
I believe it. If I could actually check that very
140.
quickly. 143 days as the high-speed championship. Obviously, even though you lost it, that's still definitely not something to gloss over. You were the first ever high-speed champion. You set the prestige for that championship. A lot of people are still going to be talking about that. And hearing you call yourself the president, that's definitely something that I think a lot of people can agree with.
I mean, of course, I still can be here in the future 8th of Axis champion, but
that is true.
Well, right now I'm just focused on getting victories and putting on big fights against whoever I can. Speaking of big fights, Jacob Wells is probably one of the toughest opponents I've ever faced. Like in a first time ever match, Jacob is probably one of the toughest opponents I've ever faced. And I respect him for that. I was able to come out with a victory, but it was very narrow, and you heard me on commentary, very hurt.
And a lot of people have been talking about that opening matchup. It may have been one of the best opening matchups we've seen on Unknown Horizons, in all honesty.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But, I want to talk about something else. As you heard earlier, the situation with TaiG2 and Blood Money Inc. And I have been dragged into it for the simple fact that I had a match against Zach later on in the night. So I was being speculated that I paid Blood Money to help win the match, which I still lost. But let me clear this up. If Eddie didn't clear it up enough, I did not pay Eddie Reed and Sven Barros. As Eddie said, I guess it was just business for them. Again, like I said, I was Taiji too. And I was there. I saw it happen with my own two eyes. It was legitimately surprised. I didn't know it was done. I was not involved with it at all. And if anybody wants to keep believing that, then I guess you can keep dreaming. Because I will never associate myself with Eddie Reed.
All right. I
Well-
believe you. I'll believe you for this. And I apologize for being upset because things were very heated that night. So, again, I apologize, and I believe you for what you are saying. So,
Thanks.
once again, you have my respect. You are definitely a future star. I'm glad that we kicked ass last weekend.
Thank you.
And I mean,
it's an
to be
honor.
fair, from what I heard earlier tonight from Eddie Reed, I mean, he didn't directly deny it, but it definitely seemed like he denied that you were involved in it.
Again, why would I be?
Well, I mean, it just seems like a major coincidence. You can understand why people were thinking that. With how the
Actually,
circumstances were, a lot of people were speculating that it might have been you. But obviously, it wasn't you. It was on Blood Money Inc.'s own accord. But moving past that now, with Payday, just like I asked the other people, you don't know what's in the case. All you know is that it's red, and it has 1 of 4 different rewards. Which of those 4 rewards are you hoping is in that case?
2 of them. One being obviously the Ace of Axis Championship match, and one being the tag team title shot.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say why. I'm not gonna let you guys speculate about anything.
I mean,
I'm just gonna.
I thought you were actually gonna say the High Speeder Titans case, but it seems
I'm
like
done with that decision.
yeah, I was about to say it definitely seems like you've moved on from the high speed title, which is fair. You held it for a long time. You want to move on to other things now. You set the bar for the high speed championship. Help, I could even say you've made it be seen as much more than a mid-card title. Like, it's definitely not a mid-card title with the reigns that you and Zach have been putting on with it. It seems like it's almost on par with the Ace of Axis title.
I mean, the high speed title has been in many main event matches.
Yeah, and it's because of the 2 champions that have held it, yourself and Sanchez. But now, obviously, wanting to move on to hopefully winning the tag team case or even the Ace of Axis case, it's definitely going to be a lot of stress considering your competition. But do you feel like you could be the one to get that case?
Yeah, I feel like everyone has a great chance. I mean, watching Stalker tonight, watching Jarrett tonight. I know, watching Cody in his New Horizon Gauntlet run, we're very similar in terms of things, and all of us, well, most of us have faced at least one person in the match. So we all know each other very well, and could honestly make the matches better and even more competitive. So I'm just saying, be on the edge of your seats because I can't even guarantee that I'll win. Usually I'm semi-confident, but I mean, I'm very confident in everybody, including me. So whatever happens, happens, and I really hope that I win.
Well, Mamba, best of luck to you in that matchup. Next Sunday night, a very difficult task for you. Payday, it's coming very soon, and I wish you the best of luck, man. And ladies and gentlemen, moving on to a moment that probably caught everybody off guard, and this one, I'm gonna have to step back for this one, but I do want to give some context beforehand. A lot of people have been talking about it. I was involved in the unsanctioned matchup at Purge Night. That is the first and hopefully only time I'm ever actually in a ring. Like I've said before, I'm not an in-ring competitor. I don't like to wrestle. I like to just be at the commentary booth calling the action, but for this sake, it felt like I had to do it. And something that I will say this right now, I had no idea about this, but many people have seen Chris Midas returning to action, returning to the ring after the assault from the house a few months back. So I'm gonna step back right now, and I'm just gonna let him do the talking. Yeah, thanks, Travis. Feels really good to be back. Now, I know a lot of people are probably wondering, like, was this just a setup? Was this the whole plan the entire time? No, it wasn't. I was even shocked that Travis was wanting to step into that ring. I told him, I literally messaged him the day of him challenging APH, and I told him, what the hell are you doing? You don't wrestle. Just don't do it. I can heal up. I can wait. I don't mind. You don't need to fight this battle. And he just did it. So I was there. I was at Newark, New Jersey. I was watching that unsanctioned match, and afterwards when the house decided to come back in, I just said, I'm not gonna let this happen. And that's what happened right there. But now that that's out of the way, I want to get back to business. Yes, I am back. Yes, I am medically cleared. And there is one thing that I want. And back then, all I wanted was answers. All I wanted was that Titans championship. But the one thing I wanted more than the championship was answers. I wanted to know, why did APH do what he did? Why did he have to do what he did at 99 Problems? Well, now I'm not worried about the Titans championship anymore. Hell, I still have the #1 contendership. I'm dropping that because I don't give a fuck about that now. I don't care about the contendership because there is something I care much more than that, and that is revenge. But here's the problem. I can stand here all day long and beg for a match. I could ask for one more match. I could go to management and tell them I want to fight him one last time. He's not going to accept. APH is not going to accept it because he feels he doesn't need it anymore. Hell, he took the Titans championship and he lost it. But then what happens next? He's still running roughshod. He is still dominating this company. So I'm going to do something that a lot of people are probably going to think I'm crazy for. Before I even do that, I know APH is here. I want him to come out so I can say this to him face to face.
You done? See, Jesus Christ, I was. Oh shit! You done? Oh shit! I'm sorry, everybody. I'm really sorry. I was actually sleeping because I was bored to death. You know, that's what happens when you're bored to death. When you hear the same shit every fucking time. You know, maybe I thought after winning my World Heavyweight Championship back in my other promotion that maybe things would be easier for me. Maybe things would be fun again. But no, it's back to the same old shit. Hello, Christopher. About time you actually called yourself that again.
I've
want?
always had that name, trust me. But
Okay, Christopher, Midas, dickhead, cunt, Powered, really? Because let's be honest, all that little charade about how you and Travis wasn't planning this from the jump, yeah, that's a whole lot of bullshit, my friend.
Oh yeah, just
You
like
both knew.
oh yeah, just like you and the house
Hold on.
didn't
I
have
had to give
anything
you a chance
planned
to
for
speak.
me.
I gave you a chance to speak,
Okay,
so why don't you
alright,
be
fine,
a gentleman for
Go
once
right
in your
ahead.
life?
Go
Actually
right
be a
ahead.
gentleman like your wife wants to be, and actually let me speak my words. How about that? Because Midas, I'm gonna let you know something really good. I like you, dude. I really do. I didn't want to do what I did. Matter of fact, there were so many times I regret it. But there was just one thing, one simple thing that I never wanted to happen. I never wanted you to come back looking for revenge. Because then I would have known that I would have to do something I don't want to do. And that's end your career. I don't want to do that. I don't want to put you on the shelf for good. I think you're an amazing athlete. You are perfect undercard fodder for the main event attraction that is APH. I mean, it's obvious. You are perfect for Axis Wrestling. Travis needs you. Hell, he needed you to save his butt after the house was about to take care of business against him on Sunday.
Cut the
Axis
bullshit,
Wrestling
APH.
needs
Alright, cut the bullshit. You
No,
know for a fact.
No,
You can
let me
say, you
finish.
can deny
Let
all.
me
Wait. Hang on a second. You want to say, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to have to be doing any of this. So don't. But you do. That's the problem. You feel like it's your decision, that you don't want to have to do it. No, you want to. But you want to keep being seen as the good guy. You want people to like you. When in reality, all you did, you use people. You want to act like the good guy. Hell, when I beat your little goons at Purge Night, what did you do? What did you do? Did you
got myself out of there and flew up?
No.
Oh no.
You didn't
You
try
want me
to
to
stop
give you
me.
an
You
answer?
stood there and watched it
You want me
all
to give you my
happen,
answer?
and then you ran
You want me to give
away.
my answer, Midas? It's simple. The house knew what the house knew what I had scheduled later on that night. Everybody in the community, everybody over the world, they knew what happened later on that night. I walked in, became the world heavyweight champion of Code of Honor.
Sorry.
A moment from everybody,
Sorry.
and the only way that could happen was for me to get out of Dodge. And if the house knew damn well that after the show, I had a plane to catch to go to Hawaii to make sure I made it for that groundbreaking, historic event. But unfortunately, when you came in, you almost put a hinge in my plans. Thankfully, me and the house, we came into a little gentleman's agreement. They would take the bullet from me so that I can go and make history later on that night. And I looked at them both.
Of course.
I took their hands and I gave them their cash and I said, job well done. Now focus on the tag division. I got Midas. And quite frankly, I was going to take care of you. I was going to take you down. Matter of fact, I was going to come out here tonight and cut a huge scathing promo about Midas isn't worth my time. And quite frankly, you are not. You notice what this always is with me and you. Last time I called you out was for a reason. because we both wanted the Titans championship. But you called me out after 99 Problems, and you're calling me out tonight.
Here's this thing, APH. When you called me out, I've already beaten you. You've beaten me. There was no reason for me to fight you until you brought up the Titans championship. And the reason I said yes was because that was all I was worried about. That was the title
there's no
that I
reason
had wanted.
There's no reason for me to fight you.
Hang on a
You
second.
wanted the Titans championship.
Hang on a second.
Why do you keep lying to yourself?
Just
You keep
hang on a
contradicting yourself
second. Let me.
every time.
No.
What the hell is wrong with you?
No. Let me finish.
What, is your time away?
You
Your
wanted
time
to
away
fight
from the
me.
ring cause you from not
You wanted
cutting
to
decent
fight
promos?
me.
Maybe you should learn how to cut decent promos from your boy
Maybe
Travis.
you
He was
should
a lot
let
better on the
me
mic than you
finish
were.
what I have to say.
I would, but you keep embarrassing yourself.
You wanted to fight me, and I said, "There's no reason to. I've beaten you. You've beaten me. We're even. I don't have a grudge against you. I got nothing against you." But then you brought up the Titans championship, and that's when I was thinking, well, that's a title I've been wanting for a long time. So you know what? Fine. If you want one more match, we'll do it. And we had an incredible match. 30-minute Iron Man match. Something that many people were talking about. But then afterwards, you let the loss get to you. And see, I didn't call you out after 99 Problems to fight. I just wanted answers. I wanted to know why you did what you did, but now I am way past that because I don't care what the reason was. I don't care what the reason was for, because what happened afterwards, having the house injure me, taking me out for months so you could take that #1 contendership away from me. And you know what? Screw it. I don't care about that anymore. I'm past that. I dropped my contendership. I'm vacating my #1 contendership because I want to finish this against you. Because I can't go for anything in this company if I can't put an end to you. But here's the thing. I know that you're going to say you don't want to fight me.
I really don't. And let me hold on, Midas. Let me tell you something real quick. Right now, my schedule is hotter than it's ever been. Right now, I'm one of the hottest commodities in professional wrestling today. Do you honestly think I have a chance to deal with a petty grudge just like this? No, I don't. I have bigger issues to worry about, much like getting myself into the Ace of Axis Championship title hunt. You saw what Rob Kamen did against my father. You saw how he struggled. You saw how he tried to fight, but yet my dad kept throwing him down. If you think Rob Kamen had a problem against a 59-year-old man, who, by the way, is in the hospital right now, best wishes to him. If you think he had an issue with him, a 59-year-old, 7-foot-tall monster, what the hell do you think he's going to do against a 21-year-old, 6'8", 310-pound weapon of mass destruction known as the greatest wrestler of all time, the almighty Kingpin, Angel Perkins has? What the fuck do you think he's going to do against that, huh? I have that to worry about. I have to worry about getting the house ready for their tag title match. I have to worry about keeping my eyes peeled on these briefcases. I have to worry about keeping my eyes peeled on the high speed, the Titans. Hell, the EWTV Championship's coming to my home in World Pro Wrestling. I have to prepare for that. Unfortunately, I'm gonna look at my clock right here, and I'm looking at my calendar, and honestly speaking, there is no room for second-rate trash from Chicago, Illinois. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Third-rate trash, because you're worse than Kyle Young and his kid. So unless you have something good for me to have, I'm out of here.
See that? See, that's exactly what I was expecting, APH. And here's the thing. I've been thinking about this very long and hard. I've been thinking I can't go after a championship if I can't beat APH, if I cannot actually solidify everything, if I cannot put an end to this. I've been obsessed with getting revenge. You don't understand. It's not just some sort of petty revenge. It's wanting to finally end a feud that should have ended way back at 99 Problems. And you see, I knew you were going to deny the challenge, deny me calling you out. So I'm going to up the stakes. And I know a lot of people, even Travis, is going to go against this. They're going to say, why the hell would you be saying this? So you know what? You want me to up the stakes. You want me to put something on the line. How about we do something that... How about something that you mentioned before? How about we have one more match in my hometown of Chicago, Illinois at Catch Point. But before you even say anything, because I know you're going to just say no. I know you're going to say no. No.
You're gonna,
Let me
what are you gonna do? You're gonna play cult of personality and hand out ice cream bars just to get people to cheer for you now? Is that what this is gonna be? Midas, you're fucking set. You're desperate. The answer's no, man. Just give it up. You can't beat me. You're never gonna be better than me.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay, I don't need to let you finish. Because this is not worth my
this
time.
is going to make you say yes. This is going to make you agree. Because like I said, I've been thinking very long and hard about this. I've been at home considering all my options, and I even thought to myself, I can't go after anything if I can't go after APH. Hell, I shouldn't even be here if I can't beat APH again. So, at Catch Point, if I lose to you, I will leave Axis Wrestling.
Excuse me?
I shouldn't have to repeat myself.
What did you just say? You'll leave Axis Wrestling if you lose to me at Catch Point. Is that what you're saying? You'll leave.
That's exactly what I said. I don't have to repeat it. Because see, if I can't beat you, because I've already beaten you twice at 2 big events. I beat you at No Rest for the Wicked. You wanted to fight me again. I beat you at 99 Problems. So if I can't beat you, if I can't put an end to this once and for all, then maybe I just don't deserve to be on the roster. So yes,
you know what?
If you beat me, I will leave Axis Wrestling for good.
You know what? My answer is yes. On one condition.
What other condition would that be?
I'm not wrestling you in some normal goddamn match. First and foremost, I want this in writing. Next week, I want a contract signing. So this is all finalized. So we don't have to go through all the bullshit. It's just me and you at Catch Point. But I think we had gotten a little bit too tired of fighting in just these regular matches. We fought in one-on-ones. We fought in tag matches. We fought in Iron Man. I figured if you really want this to be the end, we'll make it the end. Christopher Midas versus Angel Perkins Harris at Catch Point will happen. But it will only happen inside Hell in a Cell. You want to end this?
So
you want to put an end to all of this nonsense? You want to put an end to me so fucking badly? Answer and accept. I will fight you inside that cell, and I will end your career.
So basically, you want me inside the war chamber at Catch Point.
You're damn. If I don't get that war chamber match, you're not even gonna even be considered to go at Catch Point. So I make this decision really good. You want to end this Midas only in the war chamber. Yes or no?
APH versus Chris Midas
I didn't ask you to repeat.
No,
I didn't ask
no,
you to
let me,
repeat. I just
let me,
asked you
let me
one
just say this.
simple answer. Yes or no.
So you
What's
and
it gonna
me
be?
at catch point in the war chamber, and if I lose, then I leave Axis. You know what? You're on.
Hold on. I'll up the stakes. Chris, I'll make it even better. Because everyone seems to hate me. If you win, I'll leave Axis permanently too. Loser leaves the company. I lose, I'm gone. And the house has no leader. If you lose, you're gone for good. So that way, we don't have to worry about each other getting inside each other's nerves. We don't have to worry about if you win, I attack you afterwards. After the end of this, regardless of who wins, this fucking ends. Because I'm tired of this shit. And I'm tired of you. And I'm willing to put my own career in this company against it.
Okay, so just as long as the house and hell, even Travis, as long as all of them are banned from ringside.
The fuck do you think the war chamber is for? The fuck do you think the chamber is
I know, but you never know. You never know with the war chamber. Because we saw what happened the last time there was a war chamber match. As long as they're gone, and it's just you and me, then I accept it.
Oh, don't worry. Travis is going to be busy bitching up a storm on commentary, and the house is going to be too busy winning the World Tag Team Championships. But at the end of the night, one of us is leaving. One of us is gone for good. And this war ends. I just hope you're ready for it. And I just hope after your match, when I have my hand raised in the end, I hope that you do the exact same thing Travis had to do by force. Acknowledge me as the almighty Kingpin. It's either that, or you acknowledge yourself in an unemployment line in a homeless shelter, just like the places I used to work. You just signed your own death warrant and you don't even know it. And next week I want it in writing. I'll see you then.
I'll be there next week for the contract signing, and trust me. This final battle, I'm going to make sure that it is your last match here at Axis, because I am sick and tired of having to go through this, having to fight you all the damn time, because I just can't get rid of you. Because I just can't settle this. So now, Catch Point, War Chamber, we finally settle things. Travis, you can end the show off. What the fuck, Chris? What? Why? Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really sorry about that. Just that was something I was not expecting. Well, moving on to our final segment of the evening. Sorry, I just had to recollect my thoughts right there. Moving on to our last segment of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. At Purge Night in the Ace of Axis solitary confinement matchup, we have our new #1 contender. On day 1 of Catch Point, we will be seeing in the main event Gustav Volts taking on Rob Kamen. And right now, I have Gustav Volts' coach / translator, Ethan Gates, as well as Rob Kamen, here for a special face-to-face sit-down interview. And first off, Ethan, this is a question for Gustav. Obviously, he had a big victory at Purge Night. He won the chamber in an incredible matchup. How has he been preparing?
Didn't I say he wasn't gonna do it?
You did indeed. Now, my question for you right now is, how is he preparing for Catch Point?
How is he preparing? Well, he's gonna make sure that he does the same thing that he did at the Chamber and come out with the win by hitting. All it took for him to drop most of his opponents was a single ball lightning. So we'll see how many Rob can take. I honestly have faith that this set might actually end it in a single ball lightning.
Well, of course, I mean, with Cayman, he's been on a roll lately, especially facing Angel Harris Sr. Has Gustav had to change up his strategy at all to be ready for Cayman?
Truthfully, if it comes to that, he might have to, but I think that the way he currently is, he actually sends a really good shot at coming out as the new Ace of Axis champion. Trust me, I have a lot of faith in the kid. I know he'll do me proud.
Well, before I bring in the champion, we do have a good friend of mine that wanted to. Oh my Jesus, Kyle!
You see the drip, Travis. You see the drip. I got an official Rob Cayman Axis T-shirt. I got his armband. I'm wearing all the Cayman merchandise. Do you know why?
First off, hi Kyle. Second, I'm afraid to ask this. First off, don't do that again, man. That actually made me jump. But, whatever. What is it, man?
My apologies for that first and foremost.
You're fine. But
I was tasked by the champ himself. I might be a little caffeinated, but that's okay. I approached him before tonight's show, and he gave me his blessing to properly introduce him. Which honestly, he doesn't really need introduction. But let me concentrate here, ladies and gentlemen. I've said this to Travis and many others backstage. There is one man in Axis Wrestling you do not bet against. That's Cayman Robinson Tyler Sr., properly known as your Ace of Axis, Die Hard Rob Cayman. Give it up for him. Kyle, I appreciate that. There's just a little too high for my taste, but that's neither here nor there.
I don't think we were expecting that at all, but
I was not expecting that. He didn't tell me how much caffeine he had.
It's fine. It's fine. He'll be good. But Rob, welcome on in.
Sorry, champ. Sorry.
Yeah,
it's all right, Kyle. It's all right, Kyle.
Just settle down,
You're
Kyle.
good. You're good. Just have a seat. You're good, man.
Yeah, just head over with the other guys. But
sorry.
Rob, welcome to this special sit-down interview to end off tonight's show. Obviously, hopefully you did hear from Ethan Gates about Gustav preparing and such.
I did.
Were you expecting Gustav to win the chamber match at all?
To be honest, I knew he had a huge chance in winning it. And despite what some may think, I never doubted him. I mean, the guy is impressive. He has always impressed me. And the fact that he and I are going to be facing each other at Catch Point in 4 weeks, I'm amped for this. I really am. Because I know Gustav is going to bring me a fight.
Well, obviously with Gustav winning, it's like I asked Gustav if he had to change up his training a little bit to prepare for that match. Is it possibly likewise for you? Are you possibly having to change up anything with your training to prepare for a challenge like Gustav Voltz?
Short answer, no. But if I can elaborate, the same thing I did to defeat Angel Harris Sr., and much respect to him, by the way. The same thing I did to defeat Psycho G. Same thing I did to defeat DJ Calderon, to defeat FD3 twice, in fact. It's the same thing I'll do when facing Gustapos. You see, it's not about changing my style or whatever the case might be. You see, I've learned the true definition of evolution. Adapt or perish. While I never have to really change anything I do, I've learned to adapt according to my opponent.
Well, actually, speaking of which, there is another question that I wanted to ask you personally. Obviously, with Payday coming up, we have 4 different ladder matches for 4 different rewards. One of those rewards is to be an opportunity to cash in for the Ace of Axis Championship whenever, wherever, up to a year. How are you nervous at all that you might possibly be cashed in on, possibly even before catch point?
I'll answer it this way. It's like my father, Donovan Strong, always used to tell me when I was growing up. If you stay ready, you'll never have to get ready. So it doesn't matter who has that briefcase for a shot at my Ace of Axis title. I will always be ready, whether I'm 100% or otherwise.
Well, all right. Well, my next question is for Ethan Gates. Now, it's pretty much similar with Rob. Obviously, there is the potential threat of that Ace of Axis championship being cashed in on before or after catch point. Has Gustav thought of that possibility at all? Has he been considering that or thinking about it or potentially even preparing for it?
He has. Like, I'm pretty sure there's someone that's probably not going to be able to resist cashing in before or after the match. Who knows? But no matter what, I do have faith that Gustav is going to actually be able to handle anything that's thrown at him.
Okay. Well, I don't really have that many other questions, but I did want to, obviously this is a face-to-face special sit-down interview, so I'll leave this part to the both of you. If you have any words for each other, feel free. Just try not to let any of this get physical. We got security on standby if that does happen.
Trav.
I know you're not the kind of people to do that. I'm just making sure, just laying out the ground rules. But
Travis,
regardless, I know.
We got this.
I know. Don't worry. Floor is yours.
Mr. Gates, you do the honors.
All right. Rob, I know you're a tough competitor, and I know you've actually held on to that title for a good while. But I also hope you actually don't underestimate my protege, Gustav. And I hope you're actually well prepared for him, because I know he's actually coming to claim that title for him. So, soon enough.
I can agree to that. But know this, and translate this to Gustav at your leisure. I'm a warrior for a reason. Always have been, always will be. I fought to escape my mother's womb. I fought those who picked on me because I was a little smaller than you see me now. I fought any obstacle I have ever faced, and I've come out on top. Same thing with Axis. Every obstacle I have faced, I've overcome. Not calling Gustav a mere obstacle. He's far from that. He is definitely one of the most superior athletes I've seen. And there are a lot of them here at Axis. I can name a few. Gustav himself, APH, Chris Midas, Kyle Young. The list goes on and on. So, this is not me looking past Gustav. This is me saying this. I look forward to the battle that he and I will have at Catchpoint. But know this. I'm not going in expecting to lose my title anytime soon. And you let him know that it's going to take even more than what he has in his arsenal to take this title from me. In not so many words, it has begun. Translate that however you will.
Well, Ethan, do you have a response?
Oh, I know you said you don't plan on losing that title, but I hope that you're actually prepared for the next time. Instead, you say, and your winner is Gustav Bolts. I hope you're prepared for that, Ruff. And I know that Gustav will be prepared for you at Catchpoint.
I know he will be. I know he will be. But I'll be more than ready for Gustav in return.
Well, before we sign off, do either of you have any final words for each other?
Yeah, I will say this on behalf of Gustav because he's a good sport. But he says he wishes you luck. You're gonna need it.
You tell him, not as much as him. See you in 4 weeks.
Well, gentlemen, thank you, and we'll be seeing both Gustav Bolts and Rob Kamen take each other on in night one of Axis Catchpoint, September 25th at the Now Arena in Chicago, Illinois. And I mean, it's basically just been confirmed, and I can confirm that this match will be happening, and the contract signing will be next weekend as well. This is going to be hard for me to say. Chris Midas takes on APH, the final battle inside the War Chamber. A matchup we have not seen since World War X, and it is for all the marbles, all or nothing. Both men's careers are on the line here at Axis. We'll be seeing the contract signing for that next week, and of course that matchup will be happening at Catchpoint. We also got so many other matches being confirmed. That next Sunday night we'll be seeing Taiji 2 take on Blood Money Inc. with the winners earning that final spot inside Catchpoint in the tag team ladder match. Taijutsu putting their spots on the line against Blood Money Inc., who will be victorious in that. And don't forget, we also got the 5 big payday ladder matches happening next Sunday night as well. 4 cases for the men, 1 briefcase for the women. And we'll be seeing you next Tuesday night. There will be no Hyper Grand Prix this Sunday due to All Out and the fact that I wouldn't be able to watch that alongside all of you guys. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Travis Marks, and we'll be seeing you next Tuesday night for episode 41 of Unknown Horizons.